Hello, dear friends of Gisela's's Style. Today, we're diving into a topic as delicate as it is fascinating: wedding dresses. But not the ones that steal hearts, no, we're talking about the ones that raise eyebrows. Get ready for a catwalk of bridal horrors, from design choices that defy logic, to fantasy-inspired looks that went terribly wrong. This is the first installment in our series, The Worst Wedding Dresses in the World. And yes, some of these dresses could ruin even the most solid fairytale wedding. Are you ready? Because what you're about to see is truly unforgettable. Dress number 1, the camouflage gown. We're kicking things off strong, with a dress that looks more suited for a hunting trip than a walk down the aisle. With camo print details, this design ensures the bride blends right in, though not with the romantic setting of a wedding, but more like with a forest during hunting season. Dress number 2, transparent with ruffles. Next up, we have a gown that seems to follow the golden rule of excess: more is more, and still wanted more. Sheer fabrics, ruffles, and lace all fight for attention in an endless battle, and while the lace tries to bring a touch of classic elegance, it gets lost in a sea of theatrical frills and layers. The final result: it looks more like a Fashion Week costume than a bridal look fit for a fairy tale. That said, in defense of the ruffle, which, when used right, can be fabulous, there are high fashion examples like the Vinylina model for €460 or the Knitly, which runs around €600, where the balance between lace and ruffles creates a chic, modern look. So let's not blame the ruffles, let's blame the execution. Dress number 3, the giant sleeves. Here we have a perfect example of sleeves inflating more than just expectations. This design pairs a tight corset with sleeves so oversized, they resemble helium balloons more than tulle couture. The result? A contrast that takes away from the elegance every bride dreams of for her big day. But hey, all is not lost for bold designs. There are dresses with volume, yes, even with dramatic sleeves, that manage to strike the perfect balance between structure and style. The key is in the design, and the magic trick lies in having a sharp eye. Dress number 4, flower overload. This gown takes the concept of floral to a botanically outrageous level. With so many floral decorations, the bride doesn't walk, she blooms. The final effect leans more towards a walking garden than an elegant bride. Here, the classic less is more was clearly ignored. The result? A bouquet come to life, but without the grace you'd expect at the altar. Number 5, the outdated gown. This dress looks like it came straight from the 80s, and not in a good way. With shiny satin, a closed neckline, and a less than flattering cut, it feels more like a period costume than a bridal gown. Sure, retro can be charming, but this trip to the past is one we'd rather leave behind. Because yes, some nostalgia is heartwarming, and some should stay locked in the attic. Number 6, the balloon dress. Just when we thought we'd seen it all, this appears. A wedding dress made entirely out of balloons. We're not sure if this is a wedding or the intermission at a kid's birthday party, but one thing's for sure, this look does not go unnoticed. Creative? Yes. Elegant? Maybe, if the dress code requires floating. Number 7, the cloud gown. This dress is literally a cloud, not a dream cloud, but a walking one. With such exaggerated volume that swallows the bride's silhouette, it's hard to tell if it's a wedding gown or a weather-inspired art installation. Yes, it's fluffy. Yes, it's different. But in this case, excess won over elegance. There are ways to float down the aisle, but this wasn't one of them. Number 8, the plastic flower dress. This gown takes the idea of recycling to a whole new level, and takes it straight to the altar. Made almost entirely of plastic elements, fake flowers, and reused bits and bobs, it feels more like an eco-art project than a bridal look. And while we do applaud the sustainable mindset, because reusing is always a good move, the final result misses that magical wedding day glam. It doesn't quite say I do, it says I recycle. Number 9. The cat dress. This dress doesn't just stand out for its outrageous volume, which could rival a royal carriage, but also for a jaw-dropping detail, a giant white cat embroidered front and center on the skirt. Maybe it's a feline lover's dream, or just a designer gone rogue. Either way, it's impossible to ignore, though we're not sure if it belongs at a wedding or a pet convention. Number 10. Asymmetrical pleats. This one tries to be modern, daring, even a little futuristic. With dramatic pleats, an asymmetric cut, and white boots to match, it gives us more questions than inspiration. Is she a bride? A sci-fi heroine? Or heading to a galactic masquerade ball? In this case, the innovation gets lost in translation, a reminder that modern doesn't always mean flattering. Number 11. Bare belly drama. Creativity knows no bounds, but maybe it should. Here we have a look that tried to be one of a kind and succeeded, but not necessarily in a good way. With a wide cutout right at the belly, this gown draws all the attention, and not in the elegant sense. While we love a bride who breaks the rules, this felt more like a performance piece than a yes, I do. Number 12. The beer bride. Just when we thought nothing could surprise us anymore, along comes this dress, yelling cheers with every step. With a train decorated with beer cans and cardboard packs, this bride literally brought the party to her outfit. Original? Definitely. Practical? Not so much. And while we respect the creativity, not everything that can be done should walk down the aisle. Number 13. Double identity. Here's a dress that just couldn't decide, bride or groom? So it said, why not both? Half tuxedo, half wedding gown, this hybrid look is either a fashion breakthrough or the textile dilemma of the decade. Perfect if you're marrying yourself or if the budget didn't allow for two outfits. Original? Absolutely. But it feels more like a sketch comedy costume than a bridal statement. Number 14. Futuristic sheer. And we end on a note of tulle. This dress looks like it walked straight out of a space fashion show, all sheer panels, gravity-defying cuts, and sci-fi structure. Wedding or runway on Mars? We're not sure. But one thing is certain, some guests probably wondered if the bride forgot to finish getting dressed. Ideal for a bride who wants to leave everyone speechless or just confused. Number 15. The woolen cocoon. And finally, if you've ever wondered what it would be like to get married wrapped in a luxury duvet, this is it. This design seems to say, I do. But I'll never be cold. Completely bundled up, the bride looks more ready for a cozy nap than tossing her bouquet. Perfect for a wedding at the North Pole or a honeymoon in Antarctica. So, did any of these dresses shock or traumatize you just a little? Give this video a thumbs up and let us know in the comment. These were, for now, the most extravagant, absurd, and unforgettable wedding dresses we've found. If you enjoyed this trip through the darker side of bridal fashion, don't forget to subscribe, share this video, and hit the bell icon for more. See you next time.